Good evening. This is Spirit Journey. I want to share with you a dream, or not a dream. I was doing a meditation session. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. As I mentioned many times, when I awaken from sleep, I keep my eyes closed and just relax and let my mind, just relax also. And sometimes when I do that, I get a vision of something. This vision that I saw was very interesting. Like a lot of times, I see what looks like, to me, some type of insect, a giant insect. But I see this particular insect looking thing. It's like a giant size insect. And I thought it, it, it looked like ants, but I see that there's different types that I'm actually seeing. Because when I looked at this thing 1 or 2 days ago, I noticed that there was a difference that I started to notice. See, in these visions during this meditation session, what it's very faint. You could just see like a dim image. You see movement and parts of things, but it's hard to really see very clear. But what I saw this time, it started to get a little clearer. And at one brief moment, I saw some clarity, and it was in color. I was looking downward upon the thing, and it looked almost like, it reminded me of the back of the shell of a crab or a sea animal like that. An exoskeletal sea creature. The back was sort of triangular shape. The three corners were very rounded, and the middle of I guess that would be the spine. It was highest at that point, almost like how a roof is, standard roof, how it's pointed on top, and it goes almost like in a V shape. This was just very slightly V shape. The spine was also tapered, rounded, but I noticed also it had these little, I guess, spine things sticking up, but they were very small. What stood up from the spine region, it wasn't throughout the whole spine region, or what would be the spine or the back. It was also kind of tapered and only like a quarter of an inch high. And the back of this, what looked like a shell, had texture. It would be a rough like texture. It had texture to it, porous, and it was a peachy color, not a solid color, but it kind of peachy, and it had like a creamy color also blended in it, but most predominant color would be peach. And then I noticed the arms. The arms of this being was reaching out to me. The arm, what I could tell, or the expenditures, imagine, like, let's say, the size of the diameter of a person's pinky, a human's pinky. It was long. It was long, but and it was cylinder shape. But on this arm, the two expenditures were these little long, I mean, these um, long threads throughout the whole arm of it. And I think the ends were pointed. It was it wasn't straight. I mean, it seemed to have some flexibility, had a slight curve to it, or it just seemed to, it didn't seem stiff, too stiff. But yes, that's what I saw. I couldn't tell the face of it. That's not clear. But I just see these long arms, and there was more than one being. If I was seeing it right, it was more than one. I think it was a few of them, and they're all reaching towards me. What I would imagine be me, because like my eyes are closed and I'm seeing this. It's as if I was the observer of these creatures, and these creatures could see me, and I could see it. And I'm wondering what are they seeing when they see me? Are they seeing an energy body? Are they seeing what I look like? What I'm what I look like in this dimension? I don't know. And I remember one time. Well, let me back up a little bit. Now, as I said in the beginning, that there's more than one creature. That there are two distinct creatures that I'm seeing, and so the creature that I just saw the last time, again, is a peachy color, and those little things sticking out of its arms, both arms, and it's like all over the place. I mean, when I'm looking at it, there's more than one, and that's all you see, these long things. I can't tell how long, I forget how long they were, maybe 4 inches long, but it's throughout the whole arm. And then in other visions, I see the again creature, but it looks almost black in color, and it seems more like an ant, or maybe even a spider type of thing. I just remember it had a lot of legs, and again, it's reaching towards me. So yeah, so there's two separate things. The one with the long prickly thing, little things extending on, like a skinny, the diameter of someone's pinky, but has these things sticking out from it all throughout the arm. And then the other one is what looks more like an ant, or it could be a spider type of thing, but it looks really large, a giant size, almost, a mammoth size insectoid. I'm wondering what this is. Oh, and then the other thing I was to say before I forget, that sometimes I verbalize it or I think it. So I want to see this clearer. And when I do that, it disappears. It seems like it's doing something to my eyes. I mean, I don't feel anything. I'm just observing. But when I say it, and definitely when I verbalize it, it's reaching and touching my eye, what would be my eyes if I was actually there, and touch it, and then everything goes away. So this is really telling that in this dimension that I'm seeing, it hears and responds to what I'm saying, and it doesn't want me to see, or something's going on. Something is going on. And I'm wondering, you guys out there in YouTube, if you have ever experienced this before, these type of insectoids, or having a vision, a meditation, during a meditation to see something, and you can think or verbalize, and what you're looking at is able to respond to you, or it appears that it's responding to you, what you have just said. So that's what I that's what I saw during a closed eye meditation session. And definitely give me your feedback, what this could be, if you've ever seen these creatures before, and what's your take on it. And please, you could share this video with friends, family members, and you could subscribe. And you could PayPal me if you like my content, my channel. Please feel free to donate to my PayPal me account, and you will see the link on my. If you click on my channel, and on the top right of the banner, you see the PayPal me, and you just press it and follow the links. Thank you again, and enjoy your evening. Bye bye.